Hey. What's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to come and talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. Listen, before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to the millimeters. Listen, we ain't got no problems. I don't want no smoke. I love y'all. Okay. Um, this is just my little opinion. Okay. What I'm saying is not the gospel, girl. It's just me down here doing what I do best. Okay. And remember that girl, girl, when I tell the melody, baby, they don't play, girl. Oh, when the saints, girl, they about to come marching in, huh? You know they come in marching in, girl, in packs, baby, girl. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the millimeters come marching in, girl, you know they about to come marching in. Girl, they be mad, girl. I don't know why. Ain't nobody even said nothing. Ain't nobody even said nothing. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. So, Stormy is 1,000,000% correct. Stormy wants to know where Melody stands as it pertains to them being treated a certain way by her fan base. I haven't heard anyone, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't heard anyone on this cast blame Melody for how some of the millimeters can act. The problem comes into play when Melody doesn't even want to say that the ones who are acting a fool, it's wrong. Melody cannot control the millimeters. However, there was a tweet one time of Melody saying something about activate. So while she can't control these grown, and I think most of them are women, while she can't control these grown folk, it doesn't take away from sometimes Melody does, she pulls the strings. I think it's one thing. Melody is correct. In an effed up type of way, when these people get on reality TV, become celebrities, a part of it is people having opinions about you, right? And even though that's not what you necessarily sign up for, it kind of just comes with it. So, in that aspect, Melody is right. It just comes with it. I do believe there is a difference with us, me, you coming down to YouTube, reviewing these shows, me, you, us going down to Twitter, having an opinion, going down to the shade room or neighborhood or whatever, blog may post a viral clip of the show and leave your opinion. I think it's taken it to a whole nother level when you have people showing up at folks' businesses. And Melody can't even say, yes, that was completely out of order. Um, Stormy wants to hear Melody say that you don't agree because she finally tells the group that she had to go to jail because a millimeter came to her business. Some people say that it was an old woman. Let me tell you something. I don't know the ins and outs of what happened, old or not, whoever the lady was. Y'all know the difference between a goddamn store and a warehouse. Whatever Stormy told that lady in response to her showing up at her warehouse, I don't even care. Stormy could have been cussing that lady out and cussing her children out and grandkids out and mom and daddy. Girl, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, you came to my address. Okay? You came over here. I didn't come over there. Okay? So whatever Stormy said, Stormy said. Shanetta is Melody's spokesperson. I'm thinking, girl, is she her lawyer? Girl, at one point, she didn't even want Melody to speak. I be telling y'all, girl, this is the thing. I have been reviewing this show since season 1. Well, I didn't review season 1, but y'all already know what happened. But I've watched every season, every episode. And I have been saying that Melody brings on her mouthpieces. She brings on people to do her dirty work for her. The same way Letitia used to have Miss Wanda be her mouthpiece and do her dirty work for her. Melody does the same thing. So now we have Shanetta. Gotta call that woman Shanita Shanetta. Girl. She's telling Melody not to speak. And she's telling Stormy basically like she doesn't have to answer that because you already know the answer. No, well, if we don't know that, no, we don't. Just like Kimmy said, here we go. When I tell y'all, I'm sorry, this was not a good episode for Melody. It just wasn't. This was not a good episode for Melody. It just was not a good episode. Okay? Kimmy says, you need to like go on record and say things. Now I know someone is gonna say that Melody has spoke about certain things. She's addressed certain things in her, I guess, lives before. It counts, but it doesn't count. Let me explain to y'all what I mean. This is Melody's biggest platform. It is a difference when you go down to your Instagram, maybe a YouTube interview where it may get, I don't know, it may be a couple thousand people on her Instagram when she goes live, a few thousand, versus a TV show that I think has gotten up to 400,000 or 500,000 views, 200,000, 300,000 views. And a lot of us don't keep up. I don't keep up with none of these men and women outside of this show. Okay? So when it's time for you to actually use your biggest platform to denounce the hate, the mistreatment, the popping up at folks' businesses, you don't even want to say it. So at that point, you're showing where you stand. You can't even say on your biggest platform that that's not right, they shouldn't do that. So it kind of does show where she stands on the issue. If Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna went live and said something, it wouldn't be a need for them to have to go to an interview or go on a tour because of their celebrity being so massive that whatever they said about whatever situation, it's going to make its rounds. It's going to be on the Shade Room. It's going to be on Neighborhood Talk. It's going to be on Hollywood Unlocked. It's going to be on All True Tea. It's going to be, they're probably going to talk about it down to TMZ. They're going to talk about it on Access Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? So even if Melody does say something about a situation, Melody is not that big of a celebrity where the girls really give a fuck about what any of them have to say. You know what I'm saying? Down to the Shade Room is going to be repeating, well, Melody, Cherie said on her interview. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So now you have a chance to kind of say what needs to be said and you're choosing not to. I don't give a damn if it's Tisha's fans, Destiny's fans. Let me be very clear. I don't care if it's Tisha's fans, Destiny's fans, Marceau fans, girl, Kenya Moore fans, Candace Dilla fans, Wendy, Karen, Giselle. It is team too much when you start to go to folks' homes and businesses and do all that extra crazy shit. It's team too much. Girl, say what you need to say on Instagram. Say what you need to say on Twitter. Make your video. Say what you need to say, right? But there is a line that should not be crossed. There is a line that should not be crossed. I even get pissed off when I'm too busy being messy down to Twitter, girl, and then here comes somebody tagging the person who we talking about in the conversation. You don't need to tag them, okay, girl? Everybody, all our goddamn tweets up. Well, not everybody, but girl, my tweets are public. Our tweets are public. You don't think these people be down to Instagram or Twitter seeing what we say about them? They see it. You don't need to tag them in nothing. That like you met, like that's a whole nother level of like just being messy. Tag them in your shit. Anyways, I had to get that off my chest. Oh, I'm not even the one to come down here and be like, as a black man, as a black woman, we speak about, the things that we go through. When Melody said, if a person gets arrested, you did something to get arrested for. Can I say something? It is 2024. And we have seen Black people get arrested. We've seen Black people get shot. We've seen Black people unalived. So for Melody to say some stupid shit like that, and we know that Black men and Black women get arrested all the time over things that they don't necessarily do. Now, some of the niggas do the shit, okay? Because some of the niggas be guilty as hell. But I just kind of looked at her sideways. I think that with Melody probably disliking STORMI, disliking Martell, that she feels that I get where she's coming from because what happened to her with Martell, but I think that you have to be sometimes very careful about what you say. Because when you say, if a person gets arrested, you did something to get arrested for. And again, some of these niggas, okay, some of these heifers, they do the crime. So you gonna do the fucking time. But I just kind of looked at her sideways. I was like, I don't know, Melody. Latricia. Girl. I'm not going to spend too much time on Latricia. This is the thing with Latricia. Latricia is a liar. And that's just what it comes down to. Now, we will probably never know if her and Martell really got naked and did something, if somebody pulled their pants down and did. We don't know. But it does not take away from the fact that Latricia has been lying. And I think that it is absolutely, it almost shows a lack of maturity. It shows a lack of just like being a grown ass person with common sense. For Latricia to really think that Martell, now let me just say this about Martell. Out of all the men on the show, Martell is the one who looks like he works out 2 times a day. Now I know Martell was saying this season that his body is not in the best shape, but but I guarantee you, if Martell probably took his shirt off, Martell would still probably have a flat stomach, muscles popping out of everywhere. But based off of Martell being like the fitness person, he's probably harder on himself than what his body really looks like. You see what I'm saying? Martell has the best body on the show. So even 4 or 5 years ago, whenever Martell was in her DMs, there's no way that Latricia really honestly thought that Martell, being in the shape that he was in, would need her fucking assistance to work out. I don't believe it. And I get that people that work out, you can work out all the time with people at the gym and all that stuff. But girl, Martell is in your DM talking about let's work. Like I need your like let's work out. I want you to work out. Like girl, he was trying to fuck, and you know it. And then you went to his house. Oh, I train people at their homes all the time. Girl, I'm not playing this game with Latricia. Latricia came onto this show lying. At this point, Latricia has a big ass question mark. And y'all know I'm usually like, girl, I'll be like, girl, woman, woman, woman. But girl, Latricia, girl, Latricia, girl, you've been having us look at you crazy since you got on the motherfucking show. Latricia looks crazy. She just does. And I don't think anybody believes what she's saying. And then the thing that really, I'm skipping, I'm going forward now to some of the men, girl, that when I tell that, when I said Marceau, girl, I tell you, bitch, Marceau is probably the only man on, girl, one of the few men on reality TV that I have a love-hate relationship for. I hate Marceau at the same time, but I love him all at the same time. Like Marceau is the type of person where like I will drag, and then girl, if I see him, girl, I'll be like, oh, I got Marceau. Hey Marceau. You know what I'm saying? Like girl, I think I got a soft spot in my heart for Marceau. You know how I get when I start getting soft spots for people. I'm like, Marceau is one time. Marceau is a Kiki. Girl, we're gonna talk about what Marceau did at the end of the episode. Anyway, Latricia, I don't want to talk about Latricia. Latricia is a mess. Nobody believes Latricia. Latricia is trying to paint this picture of the way that Marceau told the tea. No, from what I remember, y'all correct me, and I just said I was done talking about Latricia. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. STORMI had Latricia and Martell come to her house. They were both acting weird. Latricia went back and told Ken, is that her man name? The nigga she with. Like Marceau was acting funny or something. No, y'all were both acting like she tried to put it all on, not Marceau, Martell. Martell was acting weird. She went back and told Ken after STORMI invited Martell and Latricia to her home that Martell was acting weird when it was really both of them. Anyways, girl, I'm done talking about Latricia. Latricia, girl, you be lying. Girl, don't nobody believe what you're saying. Everybody think y'all did something. We don't, girl, we just don't believe nothing that come out of Latricia's mouth, okay? STORMI and Latricia, they leave. Melody is right. Why is Destiny so adamant about this relationship? Like, girl, I don't care if it was Melody, Kimmy, Tisha, Marceau, Martell, girl. Y'all are not that invested in these relationships y'all just built a few years ago. For Destiny to be walking around here like a puppy. Oh, girl, when I said Destiny looks pathetic, she did last episode. Girl, I was like, girl, it is not that deep. You wanted a friendship with her. You tried the friendship. She ended the friendship. I understand your feelings are probably hurt. But girl, all the extra shit you was doing that Destiny was doing the last episode, I was like, Destiny needs to let it go. It's girl, just when you come around Melody, when it's time to shoot the show, hey girl, how you doing? Hey girl, how you doing? Y'all might laugh and kiki, and then when it's time for filming to wrap, when the day ends, you go home. Like, girl, y'all literally co-workers. That's just what it is. Melody feels some type of way about STORMI and Latricia leaving and not saying goodbye. Girl, Melody, you just sat at this table and told STORMI pretty much to her face, fuck you, without saying it. And now you have an attitude because now the next day STORMI leaves without saying goodbye. I wouldn't have said shit to you either. When it was time for you to stand up and say something, you don't want to say nothing. But then you want me to say goodbye. Girl, please. Latricia, let me just wrap this up with Latricia and Melody. I tried to tell y'all about Melody. Melody is one of those people that if you do one thing, how many times have I said this? It will be hard to be friends with Melody because Melody does not know how to communicate. She cuts you off right then and there off the simplest shit. Listen, that's why I tried to say in my review, Melody should have sat there and ate her food. Whenever Kimmy did that taste testing and Melody tried to come to the defense of Ken and Latricia when Marceau was clocking AT, now you mad because now you think that Latricia was fucking your husband. Let's just call a thing a thing. She says, talking to Shanetta, basically she just said like her and Latricia gonna have beef forever. Once you get this Scorpio stinger, it's up forever. Girl, that instead of you just having a conversation with Latricia and saying, "Oh, Latricia coming to you," now all of a sudden it's whatever it is, it's up, it's stuck, it's up, it's stuck, it's be forever. Girl, you don't even know the full story. You really just mad because you think that Latricia is taking STORMI's side. That's what she said. Me and STORMI got our situation. Now you want to try to back up STORMI. You have a problem because you think that that Latricia is having STORMI's side, so therefore it's up. When the truth of the matter is, you're not pissed off about that. You're pissed off because you think that she fucked Martell, and instead of you just saying that, you want to try to act like the problem is her. She might be defending STORMI or having STORMI's side. No, you're upset because you think she had sex with your husband when he was your husband. Just say that. It would make more sense if you said, girl, I don't fool with that heifer because I think she fucked my husband. Then it would make sense. But you want to act like, oh, I have an issue with her because now she's a liar. Because she's been a liar. And you now all of a sudden she was a liar at the party. I think at Nell's party. Yes. You've been knowing all of this. But now the problem is you think that she had sex with your man. Just say that. Just say that. Or say, hey, I think I need to have a conversation with this girl because I need to try to figure out what's going on. Because if she really was walking around here having sex with Martell, I don't want no parts of her. But she doesn't want to get down to the nitty gritty. She doesn't like to have the conversations. It's just boom, boom, boom. Anyways, now I will say, Shanetta, this was the first thing Shanetta said that made sense. Y'all keep asking clarity from someone that's not clear. That she was talking about Latrice. It's not Scorpio Stinger forever. It's forever now. Girl, you got beef with that lady because you think that she's taking STORMI's side. When you really have beef with Latrice because you think she screwed your husband. Nell asked Sonny about having kids. Some of them felt like it was, Letitia felt like it was inappropriate. I mean, girl, y'all sitting on the boat having conversation. Y'all ain't got shit else going on. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Um, the men get together. They're having a conversation. It was Martell, Moses, and Chris. And Martell made a joke about Moses' situation, marriage, whatever. And he was like, we don't know who gonna be the side chick. God said, girl, for a nigga to have lost his entire family over some pussy, you would think that at this point in the game, that girl making jokes, if he was joking about who gonna be the side chick, would be the last thing coming out of his musty ass mouth. That just goes to show he has not learned his lesson. He does not care. Because a man whose entire life was blown up over some cooch, you wouldn't even want to make a joke about a side chick. But here we are. And then Moses said, you know who the side chick gonna be. Girl. These y'all. Oh. Girl, these niggas are raggedy. You hear me? Can you imagine a woman getting on a show and talking about, girl, making jokes about having side niggas while they were married, or even making jokes about side niggas after they got a divorce for having a side nigga and having a baby with a side nigga? Like, girl, could y'all imagine? You can't imagine, right? Because y'all already know it wouldn't happen. Marceau. When I tell you Marceau is messy as hell. That's a messy motherfucker. When I tell you Marceau is a messy, when I tell you, bitch. I love Marceau. I don't care what none of y'all say. Marceau could not be my husband. I mean, girl, one, he's not gay. But I'm just saying, girl, he could be my husband because the nigga's misogynistic like a mother. But they all are. Girl, so shout out to Tisha because I don't know how she do it. But girl, as far as Marceau being somebody who I look at on my TV screen, Marceau is a kiki to me. I don't care what none of y'all say. I love me some Marceau. I do. Marceau is funny to me. Bitch, Marceau was on Martell's ass. So he said, I forgot how the conversation was going, but somehow he threw in there that Latricia, because they were talking about the girls' trip and the girls having issues. And you know how they always say that, girl, the girls have the most drama, the girls, but girl, even though, girl, y'all was just down to the Madani. I'm not gonna lie, girl. What Melody said the last episode, girl, at the re grand opening, when she called Destiny's re grand opening, oh, I said, oh baby. Anyway, even though they try to act like the men don't have issues, even though they almost girl tore Destiny's whole shop up the other day. So Marceau lets it be known she trained Destiny, she trained Tisha. Hell, I heard she trained Martell. Girl, when he said that, bitch, I said, oh, he's trying to get some shit started. He's trying to get some shit started. Now, mind you, is Ken Courtney? Ken is Latricia's husband, or boyfriend. And then Martell, Courtney, Marceau Maurice, and then who was the other person? Chris. um, and then Martell said, yeah, she trained me for Destiny's. You know, Destiny had that Valentine's Day party or something she had. I can't remember, child. Yeah, she trained me for Destiny's party. Not Destiny. girl, like Stormy. Girl. She trained me for Storm. Stormy had a party. Excuse me. And Ken and Latricia were like models. She wanted Martell to be a model, but Martell said that he wasn't in his best shape. And so he was saying that Latricia trained him for that day. And Marcel was like, "Oh no! I'm talking about something that happened like years prior." Cracking up. Oh God! When I say Marcel is a kiki, I was already cracking up. Marcel is funny to me. Marceau is a good reality TV. I'm telling y'all, I know some of y'all don't see it for Marceau. Marceau is good because Marceau, I think Marceau is one of the few men that I have seen that knows how reality TV works. I really do. He's one of the few. Because usually, you know, the men be trying to act like, I don't want to be in the shit. Marceau be getting in the shit. Him, Peter, hello. And then, baby, when Marceau, I'm getting lightheaded. Oh, God.
Okay, there's more to this story, I'm serious.
When Marceau slid those sunglasses down his face, it was like, okay. Baby, the way I was in this apartment screaming at the top of my lungs. I said, this fool is a fool. Anyways, girl, Marcel was wearing Martell out. And then Ken lets it be known that he was involved with a married woman before. I said, no wonder why he's so forgiving of Latricia in the stories that she tell. Cause girl, okay. So I don't know about the whole married woman stuff, but he said that he was involved with a married woman. I said, girl. I said, whoa, Nelly. And then Maurice said, basically, you know, at the end of the day, girl, why are they still married? He's talking about Latricia and her husband. Girl, yeah, they've been married, they've been divorced, separated for not divorced. They've been separated for 5 years. Why are they still married? I think that's a question that all of us have. Girl, it ain't like, girl, it's no shade. Girl, it's not like y'all have, girl, it's no shade. It's not like y'all have these businesses and all these assets and liquid and all this shit y'all gotta split up and girl, girl, he was just there. Girl, y'all was over there talking about breaking up the divorce file and fee. I think it was $400. Girl, like, it shouldn't the only I don't know, child. I just feel like the only reason why it should take 5 years to get a divorce is if you really just have a lot of shit in y'all name and it's just a lot of money and cars and homes that like it's just a lot of shit. And it doesn't sound like they got a lot of shit. So I'm trying to figure out what's taking so long. 5 years to get a divorce? Unless, but and again, no one has filed papers either. So that's another thing too. So no one has filed papers. Y'all have both been just sitting on this separation. I mean, I don't know, child. I don't know. Some people, I guess, it doesn't matter to them. Well, girl, I ain't with them, but you still legally married to somebody. Anything could happen. Anyways, what if like you got into a wreck and girl, this person who you don't want over making decisions at the hospital, now they have to make the decisions because you're still legally married to the user. Like anything could happen. I was like, when it's time to get a divorce, get a divorce. Okay. Because the last thing you want is somebody who you can't stand making decisions over your life and you laying in the hospital bed with tubes and shit going down your throat. Anyways, child, I don't know, girl. Latricia and girl, I don't care. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.